up, Super Reaction Bros? I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the official reveal trailer for the next... for the next chapter in the Dark Pictures Anthology video game series. Now, for those, of course, who don't know, the Dark Pictures Anthology series is done by Supermassive Games, the guys behind Until Dawn.
Yeah,
pretty
Until
much.
Dawn.
That whole like choose your own adventure style video game. It was a horror setting. It was really well done. So they went onwards. They're not PS4 exclusive anymore. They're not Sony exclusive anymore. So they're all over the place.
They're all over the place. Yeah.
So they had Man of Medan. Had Man of Medan. Same thing as Until Dawn. Some recognizable actors. And it's
familiar
just
faces,
like a choose your own adventure, what if story, and things like that. Surprisingly enough, the Man of Medan one's kind of short compared to Until Dawn. It's a bit short compared to that one, but at the end of Man of Medan, there's an after credits scene that shows you the next one, which now this is the full trailer we're looking at today, which is Little Hope. Yes. This story stars Will Poulter, who you guys know from, well, looking like Spike from the first Toy Story movie. Yeah. But also a lot of other good movies as well. A lot of good films and stuff as well. I just can't name them off the top of my head. But basically the premise for this one is that four university students and a teacher go to this abandoned rural town because of these so-called like witch trials. It sounds very Silent Hill-ish. These abandoned witch trials. And considering, you know, what Supermassive Games is all about, considering what we saw Until Dawn, and even bits of Man of Medan, there's definitely something that shouldn't be there, that they're disturbing and shit like that.
Yeah, one of those type of things, and that's when shit hits the fan.
Now, I saw a playthrough of Man of Medan. It's good. It's fine. You know, it's a condensed it's a condensed thing. It's one small little episode and kind of like Tales from the Crypt or like Outer Limits, Twilight Zone. Hell, I guess you haven't seen it.
That's what this is like considered an anthology series because these are different stories.
I think they may show them here is there is kind of the Crypt Keeper search. There is a guy telling the tale to explain to you going into.
It's like here's our next tale or next story type thing.
But honestly, these have been fun. Until Dawn was fun to watch. Man of Medan was an experience.
That was a fun playthrough.
Yeah, Man of Medan was a fun experience. I think you would like that too. It's about the same, and I'm interested to see where we go for Little Hope. So
let's dive into this for the official reveal trailer for the Dark Pictures Little Hope. So here we go.
Peggy 18. Hello.
Yes, you.
You survived the Man of Medan. So no doubt you discovered that the legend had a glimmer of truth to it.
Yeah. I won't spoil it, but yeah.
I wanted to show you this.
See, 4.
Don't be put off by the title. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Anyway, the story of Little Hope will take you to a place that has a dark history. A place that, like many such towns in 1692, was gripped by the fear of witchcraft. It was a place where neighbor denounced neighbor. And it was a place where self-styled witch-finders dispensed the cruelest of punishments. So much death. The true question, of course, was whether the accused really did consort with evil, or was there a dark presence manipulating those who accused them?
Together, by God's grace, Little Hope will prevail.
Or perhaps it was something else entirely. I dare say we'll find out. And find out you must if you want to stay alive and keep those around you safe. One thing you'll certainly discover is that all that suffering, all that malice, leaves a profound effect. It creates repercussions. There are always repercussions.
Victims.
I hope to Somewhere else.
Yeah.
Inevitable.
Summer 2020. Yeah, and it's about the same vibes I got. Yeah, without spoiling it, it is really interesting where they go in Man of Medan. He does. I love it. They don't spoil Man of Medan, which I appreciate. They don't
really tell you. They just tell you like you survived this story. Now we.
It's like, and he's like, I guess there was a little truth to that one.
Yeah.
It's like, I see what you.
Like, too
I
much
know
away.
what, like for me, I know what the ending is. It's an interesting ending, but I know what the ending.
It's like you didn't give too much away, but for those who played it, that's where he gave that hint going for those who did play.
And you know what's funny in Man of Medan, just like with Man of Medan, there's different ways that can happen because I guess a minor spoiler. There's one point where like you're kind of held hostage, and like. There's one option where you can literally like escape or stick with your friends. And if you escape, you won't see that character until the ending. He won't come back until the ending, and that's it. Well, that minor spoiler is at the beginning of the chat, like the beginning of the game. He won't see that man until the end of the game, or he can stay and things can come up something different.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Just like any other type of story like this would happen.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it. It was a fun watch. It was fun to sit there and go, that's clever, or it was cool as well. I think I don't know, what's your wife think of Until Dawn?
Well, she had fun with it.
She had fun. It's mini Until Dawns. That's what Supermassive Games is just doing with this Dark Pictures Anthology thing. Mm-hmm. It's just mini Until Dawns. A group of familiar-esque actors going through some kind of horror Twilight Zone style story. That's all it really is. Now with Little Hope, there's definitely a bit more of the supernatural here than there was in Man of Medan.
Yeah,
without really going into spoilers for Man of Medan, there's a lot more supernatural elements here than there was in Man of Medan. So I'm interested to see where they go with this, because it looks like it's a whole witchcraft thing, and now the people they burned were people they burned were actual witches, and now they're fucking piss everybody, which is the usual case for these horrors like this.
Yeah.
They don't really go much into the story of the five main characters we're following in this. They really did just focus on the story of the town of Little Hope. So I'm curious to see where they go with that as well. What did you think of Little Hope?
No, it looks good. I'm saying it does really look good. To me, it's like they're trying to expand on these type of games because you have like from like not even from Supermassive. You also have like 1x1, which is Detroit.
Oh, Detroit Become Human?
Detroit Become Human. He's like, you have those games and Heavy Rain, and it's like you have these games slowly starting to come out more of the woodwork. But it's all a matter of how the storytelling is being told. Because you could do great. It's like, it's like, it could be fantastic because it's like, you don't know what's going to happen, but it's like, you have to have a good story.
And that's why I said.
I think they're, like I was saying before, it's like, these are coming out of the woodwork. These are coming out a little bit more. And here, I like what they're doing it where it's like, you're following these different stories, but it's like an anthology of stories where it's like, none of them are connected, but it's like, just the only part that's kind of like really connecting each story is just the narrator. The kind of narrator, like you said, Tales from the Crypt, Twilight Zone type of thing that you get, which is like, here's our next story type of thing. That's what they're trying to do here, because it's like they're trying to make it like an episodic type of thing, which I like. It's something I wouldn't mind trying, because it's like it expands on what kind of good story can somebody really pull off. It doesn't matter how many turns you get, how many ways you get end this episode. It's like they all end in a unique own type of way. And I think that's how, for a really good type of decision making type of game, that's what that comes down to. It's like which one really delivers on different types of stories that could be really interesting, that will have you coming back to play it. Okay, let me change my decision this time around. So like I said, if you really enjoyed Until Dawn, and you did like have fun with Man of Medan, this is gonna be. I figure it's probably gonna be about the same. Like you saw, there was 4 books there. I believe they've promised. I believe the quote unquote first season of the Dark Pictures Anthology is only gonna be like 4 parts, with each part coming out. Because part 1 came out last year, I believe. Yeah, but Man of Medan came out last year, right? I believe so.
Yeah, Man of Medan. Yeah, that's right. Man of Medan came out last year. This year is this one, so we'll see where we get, I guess, next year as well. But this looks interesting as well. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else, when it comes to talking about video games and the Dark Pictures Anthology series. Hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys' thoughts are on this trailer for this next game, or this next story in this series. What did you think of the last game, the Man of Medan? Did you enjoy it? Was it good? Do you feel like there should have been more? You wanted more out of it? And what are you guys thinking about in this game? What we're getting out of? You're hoping to be, a little bit longer than the last episode of this. Do you have any of your favorites when it comes to these type of? I don't know what you call this genre of game. I forgot what it was called.
I guess you're your choose your own adventure style horror.
I guess so. Do you have any choose your own adventure type of whether it's horror, adventure, or anything? Any favorites that stand out? Whether it's old or even some of these new ones that are coming out. Do you have any favorites that really stand out for you? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall. Most importantly, thank you for watching.
So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has, of course, been a low hope-filled episode of SRB.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for
If
watching.
you want to check out our previous reactions,
Or any one of our other SRB shows.
check out one of our playlists down below.
If you want to check us out in the social universe.
You can find us on Twitter
and Stardust.
@SuperReactBros.